Alright, I have looked at the map and there is a few. I'm gonna go to a record store and a whatever else I find on the way. I'm going on my little board here and let's see what I find. I'm gonna leave my RV here. It's locked, just had to double check. And outside of the Planet Fitness and the Institute of Technology. And hopefully it's fine. I mean, I don't see why not. It's just kind of parked. Like, there's lots of cars parked. I'm probably overthinking it. Anyway, I woke up at like 8. It's like 2 now. And I've been spending my time just like triple checking that I have enough money for this this endeavor of mine, and I do. And I kind of got some places that I want to go to, conventions, stuff like that. So we're good. We're all good there. The first intersection, truly a scary moment. I'm gonna go that way. I don't know if these sidewalks are made for skateboarding. Those little bits of like brick. It's kind of odd. It's also been a while since I've on a skateboard, or I've been on a skateboard. I was struggling to control it at first. It's weird. This is our first stop. I think this whole building is it. It kind of looks cool. Hopefully it's not like too trendy though. Seeing as the name is Trends. That's a cool clock. Little guy turning into a pulley. It's also cool. Should I get this for my RV? That'd be kind of fun too. That'd be a really cool water bottle to tote around. Could make a little bag for it. Or I could just keep it in my backpack, I guess. Board games. Poker chips. Ooh, the Expo World Fair, which takes place in Spokane, by the way. These are playing cards, too. That's pretty cool. Two sets here. This one looks presumably Japan themed. Stardust. I have no idea what that relates to. Probably just the brand, I guess. This is super cool. It says it's African, but I think those are Chinese characters of some kind. So, what have we got on here? People working. It's like pretty heavy too, like impressively. That's really cool. For $50. This is pretty cool too. This is the most intriguing thing so far. It's just vocabulary cards from, I don't know, it doesn't say, but old. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. Just feels a little expensive, that's all. Super cool though. Old games. There's this game here, which sounds pretty interesting. I actually have no idea what it is, but it'd probably be cool to learn an old game like this. It's got like unique looking dice inside of it. There's also Ming. I don't know what that is, but this is based off of Mahjong, which is kind of cool. This is pretty impressive. Like popular at the time. And this would be perfect, dude. It's on a little spinny table. It's got finger tabs in the bottom so you can grab them out. I think they're plastic, but that's still cool. Then you'd put your cards right here. Get the World Expo cards. Unfortunately, I don't like gamble enough for this, but that's pretty cool. Every time I see an old camera, I always like, I'm infatuated, but at the same time, I don't think I would ever put in the effort to actually like figure it out and make it work and use it. I'm just not that into like photography. I think I'm more into just the cameras themselves. There's some things here like this Italian Epochs of Italian Literature book, and this French book called Possession du Monde. I'm not pronouncing it right, I know, but like it would be super cool to have these. I can't read French, and I could care less for Italian literature or Italian. Yeah, I guess literature, but that would still be like super cool to read about and have. And there was a German school book. I'm not really sure what it means by that, but that was written on the label over somewhere in another section here. Like again, I can't really do anything with those, but those are just like, they're just cool. My favorite, this is what I was looking for. There's actually like better records here than I feel like I can find at a lot of, not like record stores specifically. I'm sure you can find great stuff there, but I feel like maybe the places that I've gotten to, like people have already taken all the the good stuff. All right, we got an AC/DC, this Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, which it looks cool at least. I don't know. I feel like that would have been taken. Beatles, Doors, actual good stuff. Those are cool. I'm gonna test them, might try them out, show you guys what's up. I didn't want to try too hard to put them on, just because I want to be careful. But they look cool. I don't know if I would ever wear them, but they're cool. A bunch of mahjong tiles. This is East and North. I can recognize this. We got West and North. I wonder how this game actually is played and why these are sold in like individuals. That's kind of interesting. I also wonder if this is a set. Ooh, it is. Ooh, it is. That is super cool. I have no idea how to play this game. There's even a handbook right here. I don't know. I don't know for $100. But it's like, that would be so sweet. I wonder if these are like point counters or something. Or these kind of look like dominoes almost. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh, see, the thing about coming to these places is that everything is so cool. I'm sure I've said that word like 20 million times by now, but I'm not gonna blow my money like that, even though it's so cool. Just like all these lights. Look at that. Show me your, yes, you can see the freaking coils. Oh, that's so cool. I'm now heading back because I did not plan to buy something that would not fit in my backpack. But it's a really good gift for my father, so I thought it'd be cool. Plus it was only $5. You know, as old records go. Well, a lot of the stuff in there was pretty overpriced, I'm not gonna lie. But that's because I think because of the individual people who are selling in each like space. I think that's what kind of place that was. So some things were cheaper than others, just depending on which section I was in. I am now going back that direction because there were more places I wanted to check out. Some of them were on the other side of the river, and the bridge is down that way. So I'm going back down on the other side of the road this time, in case there's more cool stuff on that side that I didn't get to see. Cool shops and whatnot. Because there were some cool ones on the right, the side that I went on last time, but they looked not cool enough for me. I just passed by that truck. He was crossing the street going that way. He turned around. I wonder if he's lost. No, he's turning there. Oh! There's some big gaps in the sidewalk. Big ledges. I'm not even gonna, I don't want to risk. Oh my god. I forgot there was a reason that I started recording last time, and it was not to show off that truck. It was to say that this is the way that I want to explore the towns and stuff that I go to. This is how I did it in Japan, where I stopped somewhere, got a hotel, and then I just walked to wherever sounded cool. I mean, part of that is because I just didn't want to pay for, you know, transportation, But the upside of that was that I got to see stuff, like see new businesses and parks and whatnot. Whatever just caught my eye, I was like, oh, I'll go there. Yeah, sure. So that's what I'm doing now. Because otherwise I probably won't explore anywhere. There's not, I don't really have an interest in being like outside and exploring. But this gives me a way to, that's a big aloe plant. So, I'm going to a record shop next because I want to find some new CDs. I think that's how I want to explore new music, or at least one of the ways, is by finding just, you know, whatever catches my eye at a record store, a CD shop, giving it a listen. Although most of my interest is in like Japanese music right now, and I don't know if that'll really change. It's kind of locked in at this point. Well, I guess there's foreign stuff. I like foreign stuff, and I doubt that I'm gonna find that in an American like shop. But you know, when I go to Japan, I can do that. I'm sure there'll be like new artists I can try to pick up. Although those are gonna be expensive because CDs are like $20 new. And I don't know if that's a Japan thing. It's probably not. Especially by now, like nobody really uses CDs, so the prices are probably a little bit higher. Just because they're what are they called? A commodity, not a commodity. They're just rarer, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you at the shop. Every time I pass through somewhere, I always want to stop at a Chinese place, but they're always like closed down. I could definitely come here later. That'd be yummy. But also, I should make my own food. Like I did, like I made that spaghetti that wasn't on this video. So if I got a video, I'll put it in. Or maybe I won't. Maybe you don't care enough. I'm gonna fall if I don't stop recording. Bye. I did not know water cremation was a thing. That sounds interesting. Maybe I'll get water cremated. This is where I was earlier. I came over here to like look at a cool store, and then there was no cool stores. Actually, it was just that. But that, the taqueria is what made me want Mexican yesterday, and so I went somewhere else. But that place looked interesting. Anyway, the record store is right up here on the left. God damn these fucking sidewalks! This is it. Temple Music. I have games. Infinite, unlimited games. That is a sweet setup. Should I get that for my RV? Is that a good idea? No, I actually don't need it, but that's cool. Dude, they got one of those things. I can't remember what they're called. This place is pretty sweet. It smells like cigarettes. That's how you know it's good. At Yu-Gi-Oh! We got Bleach. I was not expecting any of this when I came here. I was like, records and CDs, that's probably the base. Oh, I'm gonna get copyright. That was very cool. I had a conversation with the owner of the store. He said that he like moved here 17 years ago and like started it. He'd always been working at record stores and such, managing and stuff. So that was cool. Apparently bands from like all over the place are traveling through. They'll stop here and play, and so that's pretty cool too. I was specifically curious about like whether he'd started it, because I don't know if I said it earlier, but like it would be cool to own a shop, and for me, I feel like I would have like how would I put it? Like a foreign goods shop, I guess. I'd call it like Merle's Foreign Emporium or something. I don't know, just something kind of cliche, I think. But you know, just have stuff from all over. I think that'd be cool. That guy was very cool. I got a sticker. He's going up on my sticker spot on my RV, which I don't think I showed yet because my footage got corrupted. Yeah, this is cool. He told me about another record store in Arcata, which is, I think, on the way to where I'm going next. I'm going towards the coast, and I think that's the highway I'm gonna take. So, stop there next. And I'm trying to get into ska right now. I grabbed one ska CD from this place, the one that I could find, which he showed me, and then the rest I just I couldn't find any more. Okay, that was the only one, but I'll give that a listen, see if I like it. But that's one band, you know. When I get to the record store, I'll try to find another one, another ska CD if I can. For now, though, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Could keep exploring. Maybe I should look for another store that I can go to. Maybe a thrift shop. Yeah, I should go thrifting. Another activity that I do. Mary's specialty sewing. Yeah, let me look for a place. What else sounds good right now? Hot chocolate. Maybe I'll try to find like cafe on the way. There's 2 thrift stores that I found. I don't remember what the street was called, but it's over there somewhere. Hopefully there's a cafe on the way. Oh, it's kind of shallow actually. You can see the rocks. That's cool. Dude, this thing is nice. There's a dude screaming on the radio right now, but holy cow, I would love to drive one of these things. Oh, it looks so fun. Holy cow. This is a beautiful little car, I must say. That is my destination. And guess what's next to it? A bagel deli, which I'm probably not gonna get to, but that sounds really good right now. I'm also right outside of Las Dos Marias. I know a third. Let's make it Las Tres. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go through this place quick, otherwise it'll take too long. I'll get so I'll like space out too much after that. Or what's the word? I'll check out. Shaki, what are you doing here? I don't drink coffee, but I could put other stuff in it, and it's got like. Hold on. Come on, let me open you. It's got the whole cup system. Oh, I would love to have one of these. Dude, this is one of the coolest paintings I've ever seen. Actually, it's dogs playing pool, not pool playing dogs. Obviously, come on, how did they even mess that up? That one is also very cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying the word cool because you already know I think it's really cool. Like that. That is superb. I'm trying. Is that canned cheese? Shaky cheese. Some what are they called? The masons, stonemasons. Is that right? That's probably got some cool stuff in it. Where's that? Another Bible, just different Bible. I wish they still made film for cameras like these. This is really cool. Opens from here. Come on, man. There we go. And then it looks like the film is like pretty like short. Or if you can look through the viewfinder. Yeah. Oh, that'd be so cool. I would totally carry this around and take pictures with it. It doesn't say what kind of film it takes, but I'm sure it's not in production anymore anyway. This thing would be cool for Brandon and all of his magic cards. Look at these. Oh no. These little lock boxes, dude. Oh, maybe. Well, you could put little like wooden slats in there. The little glass panel. Oh my gosh. Guys, I found a cool camera. It takes floppy disks. Or I guess not the floppy ones, but dude, I don't know if I'll even be able to be able to find these, but this is cool. I'm getting this 100%. I think I'll have to come back tomorrow. I only got to explore half of the store. They said there were like 50 sections, 50 different people that were, I guess, consigning? No, wait, what's the word? Whatever. Oh yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Signing, you know, they're signing to, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna I forgot my freaking skateboard. I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm very cool and smart. You gotta do like positive affirmations, otherwise I'll be all depressive and stuff. I'm glad that I didn't leave at 5 though, because I wouldn't be able to get back in. All right, so I think, what will I do for food tonight? Because I bought stuff to make soup, and I was planning on making that over a fire, because I don't know how much propane it's gonna use trying to, boil a pot of soup. Well, then I gotta cook the meat first as well. I don't know. I think campfire is better. Maybe I'll try to get something, like buy some other ingredients so I can make something a little quicker. Doesn't take as long to make, so I can save some propane. My right hip is starting to feel used. I need to learn how to skateboard with my left foot. That way this doesn't happen. Oh, wait, but there's an Indian food truck. I'm gonna have to go for the Indian food truck. That sounds really good. Look, it's right there. Alright, this is what I set out to do. I set out to go explore, and I'm doing that right now. I feel like I'm accomplishing what I wanted to do. I'm walking around the city, and I'm going to places that pique my interest, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to feel like I'm like a traveler, I guess. I don't feel like a traveler in the car, because it feels like a car. It feels like a vehicle, and I space out in vehicles. It's like playing a video game. Like I just space out because all I'm doing is a task. When I got here, when I got to Reading and I saw that green, that was like it activated my brain a little bit. That was like some stimulation, and that was great. And the snow, that was also kind of enjoyable, even though it was really stressful, but it was good. I probably made bad decisions, and I shouldn't be embarrassed about it, but I think I am a little bit. But that was more intriguing than driving through dry fields for 8 hours. But right now I feel like I'm doing what I want to do. I've got my backpack and I've got a skateboard. This is what I want. This is good. I'm gonna go back, like I said, to that store tomorrow. Is my battery dying? Hopefully not, because I only brought one and the other one won't charge for some reason. I think it's just too cold in the RV for it to do that. But so I got that camera, and then I also got a recorder. People don't use recorders, so I actually think that it's a great idea to have a recorder and learn how to use it properly, because I think it could be a really cool, like, flute type instrument. Angel or Angel, I don't know. I mean, it's probably Angel. It says made in Korea, so it's probably like an American instrument. Did you know that recorders have a really cool history? Like they just blew up, and then were like, I think it was the guy who like invented it, like just did basically a whole bunch of advertising and stuff, and like made it like the instrument for schools to teach, and then all of a sudden it's like the biggest instrument in the world. Like everybody knows it, but not that many people play it, which is odd, because, and it's probably because you learn it as a kid. You're kind of taught that it's like a child instrument. But I think it's worth doing. I want a wooden one. A wooden one would be awesome, but right now I'm gonna learn this while I'm traveling. That would be cool. And then eventually I can get a big wooden one. That would be really cool. I should probably clean this before I use it. I will. Okay, I'm also going to show you my CDs that I got. Hold on. So I found this CD. It says Kojiki and Kitaro on the side. So that's what's going on here. I like the front. The cool, like, shimmery gold lettering is super cool. And the songs look, basing off just the names, it sounds alright. Let's see. It's 1990, so this might be pretty good. I think it'll be stylish. It says... Wait, what? Wait, what is happening right now? It's like, those words I feel like are backwards and flipped upside down. I'm stupid, I can't read. It says Nippon I don't know what this is. Anyway, I can read English, guys. This was in the metal section, so I think this will be pretty dang cool. I just feel like it has to be. I'm getting like Spanish vibes, or I guess Mexican or like Incan even, and that with metal, I can only imagine can sound fantastic. This was the ska CD that I was recommended. Bananarchy. This is not what I imagined when I looked for a ska like band or anything, but I'm looking forward to listening. I think I might like ska, so I'm gonna try to get into it. And then this looked cool as well. Oh right, it's just a compilation of punk, like top punk songs, I guess. I think this is a good way for me to get introduced to a whole bunch of bands that I don't listen to. And I'm sure a lot of these are big names. Like, I know I've heard of Blink-182, and I've listened to them a little bit. Death Cab for Cutie, I went and saw them in concert. Fall Out Boy, I've heard of. I've listened to some music. Yeah. And then also I got Sticks on cassette, which will be cool. My mom said that she has ska on either CD or on cassette like this, so I'll have to hit her up for that. I have a cassette player in my RV, like the stereo is a cassette player, so that'll be cool. Anyway, yeah, I got tikka masala and naan and lassi. I shouldn't have got lassi because I'm realizing that I'm lactose intolerant the hard way. But I feel like that's the only way you can learn, actually, so that'll probably backfire on me, but that's okay, because I will find a safe way to use the restroom in. I must say, even though I shouldn't eat it, or shouldn't have the lassi, this is slapping right now. I'm also really thirsty. I'm really thirsty. This looks so good. If America had, specifically the United States of America, if America had 4 wheels, or no, wait. If America was a vehicle, how many wheels do you think it would have? Like, do you think it'd have 4 wheels? Or even maybe 2, but there's no way America's a motorcycle. It's not cool enough. And it's also too big. I could see it being like, you know, a truck of some kind with like, how many wheels do they have? Like 10? Just without a chassis. Is that what they're called? Without like a load on it. Although, you know, I feel like that would fit actually if it was a semi-truck, because I see so goddamn many of those. That's got, you know, it's got to be a semi. Anyway, look, birds. Birds. So, I went the wrong way. The American tires are right there. I don't really know how I managed to go the opposite direction of where I parked, but you know, that's all right. See, I thought I crossed the bridge to go to a store or something, and then I just had to cross back to get back. But apparently that was not the case. But that's okay. I met someone neat. I ended up passing by a cultural center, and there was a lady there from West Africa, and she spoke French. I don't speak French. And when I was leaving, well, she offered me tea first, and that was kind of nice. And I was curious. And she was being nice, so I accepted. Anyway, as I was leaving, I got her name. I think it was Maribel. So, after this part, all of the audio is gone. So I have a half-hour footage without audio, which is fantastic. And now I get to use the
lame ass mic on my laptop here. I actually have a microphone, I think, that I can actually plug in, but I won't because I don't feel like it. Anyway, her name was actually Miriam, and she was very cool. The person I met at the like cultural center place. She told me that my name. Wait, actually, really, did the audio go away? That's so lame that I didn't record it because like I heard it going through while I was like transferring the footage over. That's so lame. Anyway, I'm probably just gonna talk and let the video play in that parts. I will stop and record more parts so that you guys understand what's happening. It's really unfortunate though that this has occurred. I did notice that on the very last clip there was no audio, but I didn't think to like actually check on it. And I actually think that when I did that, my thought was that I would just go back and re-record that section. Must have been a problem with what happened. Well, the fact that those were two separate clips, but actually it was not, it seems, which is unfortunate. Anyway, Miriam was very cool. I went back the next day and ended up I helped a little bit with they have like a little place you can take clothing. People donate clothing and then they give it away to people who need it, which is very cool. So I helped a little bit, not as much as I wanted to. And I didn't really get to talk to Miriam either at that time, but she gave me her phone number, and I should reach out to her because it's been a good week or two maybe since then. I then went. So the next day, before I went back to that cultural center, I did go back to the antique shop first. Later in the video, I actually do show off what I got in the second half of the thrift store, so I will leave that to that version of myself. There was a lot of yapping in that section, just be warned. Oh, I also went to a Hot Topic that was in a mall nearby, and it was full of a whole bunch of like 10-year-old girls, which was really weird. I don't really know what was up that with that. That was that probably the weirdest experience of a Hot Topic I've been in, just because I didn't really think that that was like I don't know. I mean, 10-year-old girls like they can be into cool stuff like that, but also that's odd. I feel like I just would never see that. I don't know. Oh, yeah, and then also this part there was, wiring issues happening. So the wires for my magnetic tail lights, not strips, they they came apart, which sucks, because that means that I have to rewire them myself, which I can do, but it's just a pain in the butt, especially because I know they're not going to last for very long. That was, a thing I had to do, and, otherwise I wouldn't be able to ride at night, which is fine, like, I don't need to drive at night, but it is nice for just not having to worry about that, not having to, like, settle down earlier. Also, yeah, it does look like I took off right after, getting that wiring fixed. And then, I think I'll just show you some of the shots of while I was driving away here. It was nice being in Reading. I actually really liked Reading, and I especially liked the environment around Reading. Um, I mean, Reading itself was like fine. It was a city, or it was yeah, it was a small city, but I really liked the green around it. So much green. Um, I also talked about like I remarked on how I felt like I had done something right in Reading, how I had explored properly. I saw some of the city. I guess the more meaningful parts of it to me. I guess the way that maybe I think about it right now is that I saw the parts where if I lived in that city, those are probably the main things I would pay attention to. Of course, there's lots more things that I would want to pay attention to. Like I don't know, I just like to know the place that I'm actually living in, right? I'd probably find all the secret little spots and not well known kind of things. Although not, I haven't actually done that in the LC Valley or anything. So, but regardless, I enjoyed my time there and I felt fulfilled leaving. And now I'm heading in this clip. I'm heading towards Myrtle Town, which I thought was fun. And also Arcata. And like I said, or I might have said it earlier in the video, But, the guy at the music store told me that I should stop by, the People's Records, which is in Arcata, and, so that is something that I actually did do, and you'll see that in the next video, probably. I think this is the next video. Alright, I think it's officially recording.
I think I'm officially rewriting or overwriting this first cassette. I have 3 cassettes, and the other 2 are full now. There's not really that much more to say. Anyway, check it out. I've never seen a gas station with 3 pumps that are separate for each type of fuel they have. I think that is interesting. I've also never seen like this. Not cables, I don't remember. Tubes, whatever. Okay, that's enough gas, actually. Oh, it's like $5 a gallon here, and I have 25 cents off. Chevron better give me 50 cents off soon. Or I'll be angry. Guys, I accidentally left my camera out and I drove and it fell on the ground and I thought, oh, that's fine. It wasn't my camera that fell. It couldn't be. It's obviously just, that. Starlink. Who cares about Starlink? Elon can suck my pinky toe. Anyway, that sucks. Anyway, aside from that, I found something great. So, first of all, that record store guy told me that I should come to the People's Records in Arcata. Not whatever place I was in back there. I kind of assumed that he was talking about um, what's it called? A town that was like on the drive to here, this like town, but no, this Arcata sounds right, and the People's Records is here, so I will go there. I also found a really good ramen bar here, Susukino Ramen, and I'm going to go there. I don't know if I should because I'm kind of running low on money, but that's okay. That's okay because tomorrow my dad will give me my $300 back that I loaned him, so that will be good, and then I'll have money. Um, I'll be like $160 up. Anyway, I am currently at the community center, Arcata. I don't know. I'm at the community center, and there's like a huge parking lot here, so I figured it's fine. There's a couple of baseball fields over that way, and the center is right there. And then there's like a sports, or what is it called, a gym, a gym over there for working out. And like I said, this parking lot's huge, so I think I'm fine. Like staying the night here. Yeah, it's probably fine. Anyway, what shall I eat tonight? More spaghetti, I think. I'm more cold spaghetti. Actually, it was pretty good cold, I'm not gonna lie. I think it tasted better that way. Oh, there's a sushi spot too. I don't actually eat sushi though, so I don't know if I'll do that. But yeah, I think tomorrow, here's the plaza. He was trying to like find the word for like a city center. I was thinking like town square, and he's like, yeah, but it's kind of a different word, plaza. I think plaza is the word he was looking for. And there's a lot of stuff to explore out here, so I think I'll go there. And this looks pretty fun, honestly. I like that the city kind of has like it's centered around the plaza. I really like that. It kind of, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool, and it's good for me because that means I have things to do. It means I can just go explore. It makes the town more fun for visitors. I'm gonna eat some spaghetti. So I didn't choose to come here purely because like I just wanted to be here. Um, it was just gonna get like to 22 degrees or like down to 19 in some places along the road. So when it got dark, I weighed my options. I looked at the weather, um, and it said it was gonna be a low of like 40 or like 38 here, which is better for me. So that's why I came here. It was kind of nice driving at night, although I will say night driving, I start to lose my sense of up and down. So like I'll be driving up a road and I can't tell if I'm driving downwards or not, and I'll be driving downwards. I just can't tell, and it's kind of scary sometimes, especially because one time I was driving with my friends after a ski trip, and I was like so out of it. I was starting to hallucinate on the road by the time we were like back in the valley. It was not good, and everybody was asleep, so I had nobody to talk to except for myself, which actually helped a little bit. Talk to yourself if you're getting tired on the road and you absolutely have to keep going. Talk to yourself. Use your mouth and your words. Why was I talking about that? Oh yeah, because that same thing was happening. I was completely unable to tell if it went up and down. To this day, it wasn't that long. It was like a year or two, or maybe a year, 2 years ago. Um, I don't even know if I was going up or down. Like thinking about it, I was probably going down, but at the same time, it felt like it was just down forever. There's no way it was all down, right? Like it was probably up and down a lot. I don't know. Anyway, that's all. I'll show you what I got at the. I explored the second half of the thrift shop, or no, the thrift shop, the antique shop, which is very cool. I'm really glad I found that place because I really like antique shops. I like thrift stores. They're cool. They're cool. I can't help it. I loved doing that in Japan, and I loved doing it here. So just give me a second. All right. So item numero uno. Why did I say it like that? And probably the one I'm most kind of glad I got is a new kimono top. I remember I got one in Japan. Actually, you don't know this. I got one in Japan. It had a really cool. It was like black and it had really cool, subtle like texture all over it, and it was kind of like a bouncy fabric. And then I accidentally put it through the wash. That was not good. And then it basically like crumpled up. It's still wearable. Anyway, I got a new one. This one is super cool. Look at, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Hopefully you can. But there's like a really cool like bamboo like pattern on it. Like got some lakes, ponds. Anyway, and then on the back there's like cool things too. I also don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be mountains or like trees with leaves on them or something. I know it doesn't look good with this outfit, but put it on to show, to demonstrate. I don't know how close the camera is. Hopefully it's not zoomed in. That would suck. Just this entire thing is just like unviewable. There's this thing that I can tie here. Anyway, it's cool. I'm glad to have one again. I want to learn. I want to figure out how to properly style a kimono because those are cool, and they look weird if you don't wear them right. It's like with anything. Like if you wear a trench coat, you have to do it right. That's all I'm saying. Like you can't just like put it on and hope it looks good. I mean, you can if you have enough like confidence. You can be like, yes, I'm wearing a trench coat, whatever. And then people will be like, wow, you look so cool. Anyway, item 2, which you already saw, this camera. I'm really looking forward to this. I had to order some stuff to my house. But like it's a floppy disk camera, 3.5 inch, and I think this thing will be awesome to use. It'll be so cool. But the battery compartment is right here, and it's like a big long battery, which is weird. I don't have one of those, so I can't use it right now. And I ordered a set of 10 floppy disks off of the interwebs. This will be really fun. This is what I'll take my main photos with, I think, and then, you know, obviously this I'll be videoing with. I hope that this camera stays alive. It hasn't given me any issues yet. Well, like in the past, like half hour worth of footage that I've made. So we should be good. I'm probably going to cut a lot of stuff out though because I seem to yap sometimes. And I think I'm like having a sugar high right now or something too because I've been eating sugar to keep myself awake, which works for me. Like I have some like sour Skittles over here. Also, about candy, sour candy specifically, why is it that like I feel like especially when I was a kid, most sour candies they just have like a sour coating on them. Like those Warheads, those suck. They taste like ass except for the first like 5 seconds. Those are fine. These sour Skittles that I have, they're good. They're Skittles, but like they taste like Skittles after 2 seconds of having, you know, eating it. And that sucks. Give me back the the sweet tart chewy sours. Those were the best. Those were actually the best sour like candy I've ever had. They lasted like an I don't know, like 10 minutes in just one tablet in my mouth. Like 10 minutes. That's a lot. And then I wouldn't need any more until like an hour later or like the next day. And they came in this roll that was like this big. There were like 20 of them and they would just last forever. I probably still have some left over somewhere. That'd be weird if I still had it, but it's possible. Anyway, did I ever? Yeah, I showed you the CDs. What did I get? Oh yeah, so I got what is this called? A furoshiki. It's basically just like a wrap. I guess you can use it for whatever. You can use it to like fold over your bentos. Probably. I'm guessing right now. To be honest, you can do whatever you want with it. It was like $3, so I was like, why not? And then the lady at the antique store, she came up to me and was like, after she saw that I was getting this, she was like, oh, you like those? What are you gonna do with it? I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna use it. Sorry, I thought that was really funny. Anyway, so she went over to the back and said, hey, these are going to Goodwill. Do you want them? And I was like, well, I mean, I like free stuff, so yes, I will take them. It feels like it got cut in half, but I'm not really sure what's going on there. Hold on. Okay, I don't really know what's happening here. I think it is cut in half, actually. We got that half, and we got that half. So, I mean, I guess I can do something with it. It says 100% made in China, color, fast, rating 13,960. So it, I don't know. She didn't really give me a chance to like see what she was giving me, other than the fact that it was cloth. And I was like, oh okay, I guess I'll take it. It's kind of nice though. If it was in one piece, maybe I'll use it for like patching or something. My pants recently got a hole in them because my skateboard, which has like sandpaper on the top, rubbed against my pocket that had my wallet in it, and then straight into a hole. Anyway, I've done enough talking. That was like 10 minutes of talking. Oh my god.